Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to solve some more problems on van der Pol oscillator. Already we have discussed what is van der Pol oscillator and what is the mathematical form of van der Pol oscillator. Now we are going to solve van der Pol oscillator equation of the form epsilon y double dash minus 1 minus y square y dash plus y equal to 0. We are going to find first term of perturbation solution of this equation subjected to the initial condition y of 0 equal to root 3. So we know the perturbation solution of y is of the form y naught of t plus epsilon y1 of t plus epsilon square y2 of t, etc. And when we use this boundary condition, and we have one more condition, y dash of 0 is 0. I think we didn't use this because we are going to find only first term. This initial value itself enough to find the value of y naught in this problem. So when we use t is equal to 0 and y is equal to root 3 here, we will get equation of this form. T is 0, epsilon y1 of 0, etc. So root 3 is equal to y naught of 0 and y1 of 0 is again 0, etc. Now we have to substitute y dash and y double dash in equation 1. So we will get epsilon into y naught double dash plus epsilon y1 double dash plus epsilon square y2 double dash, etc. minus 1 minus y square is y naught plus epsilon y1 plus epsilon square y2, etc. whole square multiplied with y dash. Y dash is y naught plus epsilon y1 dash plus epsilon square y2 dash, etc. and last term y naught plus epsilon y1 plus epsilon square y2 plus etc. equal to 0. Here epsilon remains as it is. Differentiation of y twice. I have substituted that 1 minus y square. Therefore 1 minus y square into y dash plus y. Now we have to equate the coefficient of epsilon to the power 0 in this equation. Here every term is having epsilon. We will not get any term here. When we multiply y naught dash here, we will get minus y naught dash. When we expand this, we will get y naught square. Minus into minus will become plus. Therefore, plus y naught square into y naught dash. All other terms will be having epsilon. So, when we multiply this here, we will get first term. When we multiply this to here, we will get second term. When we expand also, other than y naught, all other terms will be having epsilon. Similarly, when we multiply this with this, except this term, all other terms are having epsilon. And last one, plus y naught equal to 0. This is our equation. We have to find y naught value from this equation. We can write this as y naught dash. I have taken common. We will get y naught square minus 1 plus y naught is equal to 0. So finding the value of y naught dash, I have shifted plus y naught to RHS, that is minus y naught divided by y naught square by minus 1. So what is y naught dash? We can write y naught dash as dy naught by dt, because y naught is function of dt, minus y naught by y naught square minus 1. In this problem, we are not going to find complementary function as the solution. We can solve directly. Now we are going to group all the y naught terms and dt terms. So we will get y naught square minus 1 divided by minus y naught into dy naught is equal to dt. When we integrate this, we will get the value of y naught. So we can write first term as minus y naught square by y naught, minus into minus become plus y naught dy equal to integration of dt. So this is nothing but our minus y naught. So integration of y naught with respect to dy naught is minus y naught square by 2. Integration of 1 by y naught is log y naught. Integration of t is dt is t plus c1 is integration constant. We have initial condition y naught of 0 equal to root 3. So substitute t is equal to 0, y naught equal to root 3 in this equation. We will get root 3 whole square by 2 plus log of root 3 equal to c1. So c1 is log root 3 minus 3 by 2. We got the value of c1. Substitute here. We will get log y naught minus y naught square by 2 plus equal to t. C1 is this plus log root 3 minus 3 by 2. So now we got the value of y naught. This we can simplify as log y naught minus log root 3 minus this we can write it as log of y naught square minus log of e power y naught square by 2, because x can be written as log of e power x. So y naught square by 2 I am writing it as log of e power y naught square by 2, and RHS remains as it is. Now this we can write it as log of y naught by root 3 into e power y naught square by 2. RHS is t minus 3 by 2. We have shifted log 3 to LHS. If we take minus common, log a plus log b is log a into b. Log a minus log b is log a by b. So to remove log, we can write it as 1 by e, we can write it as e power minus y naught square by 2 e power, this is 3 by 2, t minus 3 by 2. So y naught into e power minus y naught square by 2 is equal to root 3 e power t minus 3 by 2. We got the value of first term in our perturbation solution y naught. Again we are going to solve another van der Pol oscillator problem, and here we are going to find two terms using perturbation method. So our solution is y naught plus epsilon y1 plus epsilon square y2 etc. Using this initial conditions, we got y naught of 0 equal to 0, y1 of 0 equal to 0, y naught of 0 equal to a, y1 of 0 is 0, y2 of 0 is 0 etc. Similarly, y naught dash of 0 is 0, y1 dash of 0 equal to 0, y2 dash of 0 equal to 0 etc. So when we substitute the values of y and its derivative in the given problem, we will get it is second derivative. Therefore, y naught double dash plus epsilon y1 double dash plus epsilon square y2 double dash etc. plus epsilon into y square. So y square is square of this y naught plus epsilon y1 plus epsilon square y2 etc. into y naught plus epsilon y1 plus epsilon square y2 etc. epsilon into y square minus 1 into y dash. Y dash is y naught dash plus epsilon y1 dash plus epsilon square y2 dash etc. And last term is y naught plus epsilon y1 plus epsilon y2 etc. equal to 0. So here we will simplify the terms for our convenience. This equation can be written as y naught double dash plus epsilon y1 double dash plus epsilon square y2 double dash etc. plus epsilon into, multiply the terms, y naught square plus epsilon y1 and here it will become y square. So I will leave higher order terms etc. Similarly epsilon y1 y0 and this will be epsilon square etc. This will be epsilon square term minus 1 into y0 dash plus epsilon y1 dash plus epsilon square y2 dash etc. And this y remains as it is, y0 plus epsilon y1 plus epsilon square y2 etc. Here I have multiplied these two terms and higher orders I am not writing because we are going to find the coefficients of epsilon power 0, epsilon power 1, epsilon power 2. So when we multiply this two, we will get epsilon square. Next term will be epsilon cube. So I am not considering all those values. Now we have to multiply this with this equation. We will get y naught double dash. First term remains as it is. No simplification in first term. And here we are going to multiply y naught dash with this terms. So y naught square into y naught dash plus epsilon y1 y naught dash into y naught etc. plus epsilon y1 y naught dash. So I multiplied this with this and this also with 1 also minus y naught dash. And then I am going to multiply epsilon y1 dash with all the terms. We will get epsilon y1 dash into y naught square. This become epsilon square. So I am not again neglecting higher terms. Here we have minus 1 minus epsilon y1 dash. Here it is epsilon square. Again I am neglecting higher order terms etc. plus y naught epsilon y1 plus epsilon square y2 etc. equal to 0. Here in the given equation I have substituted y double dash y square minus 1 y dash plus y. Here in this step I have multiplied y into y, that is y square term. In this step I have multiplied y dash inside. Now very first thing is we are going to equate the coefficient of epsilon power 0. So first term is y naught double dash, then y naught equal to 0. This is our first term. So auxiliary equation is m square plus 1 equal to 0. Roots are plus or minus side. Therefore y naught is c1 cos t plus c2 sin t. Here RHS is 0, therefore no particular integral. First condition is y naught of 0 is equal to a. So substitute t is equal to 0, y naught equal to a. We will get y naught as a, cos t is 0, sin t is, cos 0 is 1, sin t is 0. So we will get c1 as a. y naught dash is equal to minus c1 sin t. Differentiate this plus c2 cos t. Differentiation of sin t is cos t. Y naught dash is 0 when t is 0. Sin 0 is 0, c2. So what is our y naught? Therefore our y naught is a cos t. We got the first term. We have to find another one term. Now we have to equate the coefficient of epsilon to the power 1. We are having y1 double dash. Here y naught square, y naught dash. This is epsilon square term. Here one more term is there, minus y naught dash plus y1 equal to 0. So this is our next equation. So when we simplify this, we will get y1 double dash plus y1 equal to y naught dash minus y square y naught dash. Y naught dash. I have shifted these two terms to RHS. So what is y naught? A cos t. Differentiation of this is minus a sin t minus y square is a square cos square t. Y naught dash is minus a sin t. Y naught dash is differentiation of y naught. A is constant. Differentiation of cos t is minus sin t minus y square. Y square means a square cos square t. Again differentiation of y naught dash is minus a sin t. Here we will get minus a sin t plus a square cos square sin t. Cos square I will write it as 1 minus sin square t into sin t. So we will get y double dash plus y1 is equal to minus a sin t plus a square into sin t minus sin cube t. Here I have multiplied sin t with 1 minus sin square t. We will get this step. So we have minus a plus a square common. So we are having sin t minus a square. Sin cube t is there. We have formula for sin cube t, which is 1 by 4 3 into sin x minus sin 3x. Here we are having minus a sin t. Directly we can find particular integral for a sin t. Here also sin t is there. So I have grouped these two terms, minus a plus a square into sin t. Now we can find particular integral for this. Here minus a square I have written. Formula for sin cube t is 1 by 4 3 sin t minus sin 3t. So we have to find particular integral for sin t. Here also sin t is there. So I will group these two terms again. So minus a plus a square minus 3a square by 4 sin t minus into minus plus a square by 4 sin 3t. I have grouped sin t terms and I have written sin 3t as it is. Now take LCM here. Minus a 4a square minus 3a square is a square by 4 sin t plus a square by 4 sin 3t. Now we have to find particular integral for this. So particular integral is minus a plus a square by 4. Denominator is d square plus 1. Similarly for second term also d square plus 1. Here if we substitute d square is equal to minus 1, denominator will become 0. Therefore, we have to multiply with t. T into sin t divided by differentiation of d square is 2d, differentiation of 1 is 0. For second term, we have to replace d square by minus 9. Therefore, a square by 4 sin 3t by minus 9 plus 1. 1 by d is integration. Therefore, integration of sin t is minus cos t. Minus a plus a square by 4 t by 2 minus cos t. Here minus a square by minus 9 plus 1 is minus 8. Minus 8 into minus 4 is minus 1 by 32. I will multiply minus inside. I will get a minus a square by 4 t by 2 cos t minus a square by 32 sin 3t. So we got the value of particular integral. We have to substitute in y1, which is complementary function plus particular integral, and we have to find the constants c1 and c2. So this is our y1 complementary function plus particular integral. So finding complementary function is same as our previous steps. M square plus 1 equal to 0. Roots are plus or minus side. Therefore, complementary function is c1 cos t plus c2 sin t, and we got the value of particular integral. We have y1 of 0 is 0. So, put t is equal to 0 and y1 equal to 0. We will get c1 cos 0 is 1, sin 0 is 0, t is 0, sin t is also 0. Therefore, c1 is 0. When we differentiate this, y1 dash is equal to minus c1 sin t. Differentiation of cos t is minus sin t. Differentiation of sin t is cos t. Here we have to use product rule. I'll write a minus a square by 4. Differentiation of t is 1 minus a square by 4 t by 2. Differentiation of cos t is minus sin t. And differentiation of last term minus a square into 3 by 32. Differentiation of sin 3t is cos 3t into 3. Now we have to substitute y1 dash equal to 0, t is equal to 0, sin t is 0, cos t is 1. So cos 0 is 1, therefore c2. Cos 0 is 1, therefore we will get c2 as a by 2 minus a square by 8. T is 0, here minus 3 a square by 32, cos 0 is 1. So when we group these terms, a minus a by 2 minus, I'll take LCM, 32, 4a square plus 3a square. So we will get c2 as 7a square by 32 minus a by 2. So substituting in the equation y1, we have y1 is equal to c1 is 0, 7a square by 32 minus a by 2 into sin t plus a minus a square by 4 t by 2 cos t minus a square by 32 sin t, sin 3t. So this is our solution. Now we have to substitute all the values in perturbation expansion. So here I have done one small mistake. It is a cube actually. See, when we write coefficient of epsilon, we got this value, and I have written minus a sin t minus a cos square minus a sin t. So a square into a is a cube. So this is a cube into 1 minus sine square. So here also we are having a cube. A cube. So this is a cube by 4. This is 3 a cube. Here I am grouping sine a into sine t and a cube into sine t. Therefore minus a into a cube. This is also a cube. So this is also a cube. This is also a cube. Everywhere it is not square, a cube. Change it. So if we substitute this in our y1, we will get cube there also. So this is also a cube. And therefore here also it is a cube. So this is a by 2, a cube by 8, 3 a cube by 32. This is a cube again, 7 a cube. So 7 a cube by 32 minus a by 2 sin t plus a minus a cube by 4 into t by 2 cos t minus a cube by 32 sin 3t. So now we have to substitute these values in our main equation. Y is equal to y naught. What is our y naught? A cos t plus epsilon into y1. This is our y1. Epsilon into 7 a cube by 32 minus a by 2 sin t plus epsilon into a minus a cube by 4 t by 2 cos t minus epsilon into a cube by 32 sin 3t plus epsilon into y2 etc. This is the two-term perturbation solution of the given van der Waals equation.